GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Govi, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere.
We were pregnant and then my baby happened and everyone has babies, but it's like we just decided to made a choice to give it more time.
Correct.
More of us. Bipasha was like my child and then we had a child together, so not being able to from not leaving the room when she's there to kind of leaving them and going to a different city was felt like a nightmare. And now we made one small little edible little marshmallow, and
She truly is a fighter, but she is.
sheer scar from here to here. That's a huge scar. Like anybody talks about battle scars and they're talking about, oh, my hand got cut and shit. I was like, dude,
Dude, yeah, don't even.
go away. No, not at all. I'm not intimidated. She just doesn't want to work with me.
She doesn't want to work with you. Why?
Because she says I can't handle you at work also. So, which I don't blame her. I mean, I'm a lot to handle. I'm very emotional, very moody, very all the things you don't want.
It's been 20 years ever since we first saw him on our screens. But trust me, even today when I look at him on any platform, I'm as impressed as I was the first time I saw him. And yes, I am talking about the man of the hour, Karan Singh Grover, who has recently left all of us impressed again with his role as Tajan Fighter. Hi Karan, welcome to Galatta, India.
Thank you so much for a lovely introduction.
Most welcome. That was actually my reaction because I remember soon after watching the movie, I texted you that you were fab. And I have to, have a conversation with you because throughout the film, I also met Akshay 2 days back. I told him the same thing. That, throughout the film, I was like, bro, I can't feel ki ye hero hai, ye heroine hai, ye hai. The characters were so well fleshed out. I felt like, okay, I'm just watching a bunch of people do amazing acting. And I don't know your reaction when you read the script or when you heard about it. What was it like?
I was very impressed from the beginning of when I was told what the story is and how the character is. It's like you fall in love with it instantly, and it's a team where you're just like ingredients of a dish or maybe a cake where this plays this and this plays this, and everybody has to do their part and their part only, and then this thing gets made. So there's no hero, heroine stuff like that. But it's nice. I mean, it's a fresh look at things.
Yeah. I also have a tiny little complaint from you. Firstly, it's really a good time when we watch you, wherever, even the web shows you did or television or films. But we watch very little of you, especially in the last few years, we didn't see you around as much. And then, boom, there was Fighter. And we were like all very happy. I'm sure all your fans were also delighted. Was it like a conscious decision to be a little away?
It was a little of a conscious decision to be away, not so much as to be away, but there was... we were pregnant and then my baby happened, and everyone has babies, but it's like we just decided to made a choice to give it more time, more of us. Thankfully, we have the luxury to do that. We're blessed, but there's another profession that I have. I paint, so that is something that is only me and the canvas and the paint, and doesn't really require anything else. And every time I'm making something or creating something, there's something I'm learning from it. And if I don't know enough, then I have to do a lot of research and then understand what it is and then make the final product. So it's like, that takes a lot of my time. So that was one of the reasons also.
Yeah. And, I read somewhere that Devi was just 5 days old when you had to leave for Fighter's shoot. And we have always spoken so much about the mom guilt. We have barely spoken about the dad guilt, the parent guilt which comes in when you have to leave your child, especially a 5-day-old child, and go to work. How did that feel?
See, mom guilt is mom guilt, and no dad can ever match a mother. No man can ever match a woman, for that matter. But for it's different, you know. Like you make something, or you make like a human being inside you, and then it's a part of you, and then you're seeing a part of you outside you, just walking around. So it's like no dad can ever compare to that. But for me, it's like all throughout pregnancy, Bipasha was like my child, and then we had a child together. So not being able to, from not leaving the room when she's there, to kind of leaving them and going to a different city was felt like a nightmare at that time. But the reason why I was going was so special, and I didn't really even have time to think. Bipasha like almost kicked me on my face. She like, go away. I was like, yeah, but she's not, go away. And we had a cesarean, so it's very difficult. Like to make sure that those stitches are in place, and the way she has to move, and we rehearsed everything before. So yeah, because she's somebody who is always prepared for everything, and she knows everything about everything, because she does the work and she does the research and she reads up. And for me to be little responsible as a person and a husband, I must know at least some of it, you know. I mean, I can't even know all of it because she knows too much. And knowing that she'll have to get up in a certain way, and she has to roll on the bed and then get up on this side, and knowing all that, and to leave her like that, and plus, you know, Devi was born with a slight whatever. It was difficult, but that's okay. It was for a good thing, and thankfully my sister-in-law Rini Vijayata, she came and stayed with her sister. So we have this thing where whenever Devi, she comes and meets Devi, we call her Pehle Papa. Oh. Yeah. So we have Pehle Papa, and then we have Lambe Papa, that's her husband. Okay. Just because his name is Karan and he's tall, so and they call him Lambu Karan, which doesn't mean I'm Chotu Karan, but still, you know, it's a fight that we have. Okay. And my older brother-in-law, Rohit, he wants to be called Bade Papa. So we have Pehle Papa and Lambe Papa and Bade Papa and Papa. So
amazing, so many papas.
she has 4 fathers.
Yeah.
She can actually grow up and say, my 4 fathers. So it's stupid, but it's true.
So sweet. But you know, Karan, when you do a movie like Fighter, now, even though your role, or for that matter, every role, as I mentioned, was, you know, well written, well acted, and I think well casted also. Like everyone fit in perfectly in their respective roles. But even today, a lot of actors would kind of hesitate to play a part like yours, or maybe like Akshay's, because they would think that this is not like the main part. Even though I didn't feel that way, it takes a lot of security as an actor, and I think a lot of experience to be here. Do you feel so, or were you like this since the beginning?
See, I think the way I think and the way I see things might be a little different from many people, or might not, I don't know. But for me, the most important point was getting the honor to wear an Air Force uniform. I mean, like there's nothing else in the film that I would ever think of also. I mean, you're getting to wear that uniform of an Air Force pilot. Those people are not made. They're born that way. They're ready to give their life for their country at any second of the day or night. You don't get to that by working hard. You're born like that. So if you're not born like that and you're getting to wear that uniform, I mean, role, shmol, whatever, it's like, dude, this a big honor, man. It's like I must have done something right in life, man, to be able to get into that uniform and portray that of people who are just like, because we lived with them, you know. I don't know if you know, but like when we went for our first schedule, none of us lived in a hotel. We stayed at the Tezpur Air Force Base. We stayed with all the Air Force pilots in their facility, and we woke up with them and we slept when they slept on their timing. So I remember the first day our call time was like 3:45 a.m. Like that's when you have to be ready on set because that sunrise is going to happen in like 10 minutes. So when I end up speaking to all of them because they're so nice and humble, and you never know that this guy is like the guy who's born with the thing inside him that he can give his life for his country at any time. So when you speak to them, and I was like so amazed by the whole strength of the soul that I asked a few, and I said, whenever there is a situation in the country, or that you have to be on guard, what then? What do you tell your family? And they're like, family knows, and the day when it comes, we tell them that we're going, but we might not see them. So I was like of respect for the family also, man. Like to anybody who thinks they're strong, or anything like that happens and you might die, you'll run away, dude.
Of course.
No matter how strong you say you are, they'll be like, chal, abhi nikalte hai us side par.
Yeah.
But full respect, man. They're not humans, they're superhumans, all of them.
Truly, truly. But when I was watching the movie, there was a certain scene at the restaurant which looked like a very fun scene where you had the most funny dialogues and you were just joking around. But what I felt was there was this energy that I think off screen also you all shared, like you, Akshay, everyone, Hrithik, Deepika. How was it? Was it like as crazy?
It's the thing is that it's very early in the film when it's shown, but that was one of the last scenes that we shot. So not because of anything, but because that was an indoor scene, so we could have shot it anywhere. So by that time anyway, we were all very close. Actually, we're very lucky and a good bunch of people to be coming together. Everyone's so humble and so nice and so open and so inclusive. That's very difficult to find, like a big group of people who are so inclusive, like together and similar vibes and vibing at the same, like everyone's finds all the same things funny. Everyone finds all of Taj's jokes very bad. So that was so it was like it was we all of us, we were quite close. I mean, we're still.
Yeah, lovely. But Karan, as an actor, how satisfied are you with the box office collection? Because a lot of things have been spoken. According to me, if you ask me, I think it's done well, and obviously it's gonna go upwards only from here. It's gonna collect more money. But there were a lot of things said, and even Siddharth recently said something that I think that statement was little bit taken out of proportion, and it was printed all over.
I mean, see, the thing is, for me, I'm absolutely the wrong person to speak about that. I can't. I can only look at things from the creative point of it, because I'm the guy the feeling guy. And so numbers is not in my purview only. Like, I don't know, my brain doesn't catch it somehow. It's about what I feel, what my audience feels, what people feel when they see the film, what it means to be doing what we do and portraying who we portrayed. And that's the only thing that is in my reality. So numbers is not something that I would be lying to you if I said anything else.
Got it. Karan, when you do a film like Fighter, you have been working for a long time, but when you do a film like this one, I think the appreciation, the compliments, everything is very different. It's on another level, because when I was talking to Akshay also, he told me the same thing, that, the kind of messages or even the kind of response from my building people I'm getting, it's just so
Same here.
heartwarming.
Yeah, it's just sweet.
Do you feel like, this is the time you're finally getting that due, or were you like sort of waiting for a project like this one?
I think everyone in their life is waiting for a project like this one. So I'd be like stupid to say I wasn't, but I'm just, it feels so good that so many people everywhere watched the film and they cried for you, because they cried for your character at that time. And those are real tears, man. They're not glycerine. They're actual people living real lives watching a film and crying because, I mean, I cry because, I mean, whenever I find anything emotional, but not many people do. But there's so many people who felt so much for the character, and they shed tears and real emotions, man. That's unconditional. That's love.
I'm sure, yeah.
That's nothing else will make you do that. So that's like more than anybody could ever ask for, and I think everyone asks for the same thing every time.
The only time I got extremely emotional while watching the film was the scene with you and Bash.
You cried?
Yeah, of course I did. That was the only scene. I told him also that, there were a lot of more emotional scenes, but that one was just heartbreaking. You were also feeling very angry from inside as a viewer, You just want to get up and just unchain them, and
Yeah,
what scene
I mean, I was, we both of us, we had full respect for people. I mean, anyway, forget that. I'm just saying we stood there for like the whole day like that, okay? And he stood there for me like that even when he was not in the shot. And I stood for him. Wow. But that's our love for each other, I guess, maybe. But dude, few hours like that makes you feel like your arms are going to come off. So it was like when you're trying to pull it off, and I was actually trying to break it. Like I was not acting, but it was actually real metal freaking things that I was actually trying to rip off the wall, but I couldn't because it's so strong. I know what you mean. It was a very emotional scene, very, very. And you saw like it for like whatever the time of the scene is. We were there for 2 days, 3 days actually, and in the same emotion. I mean, yeah, obviously we packed up and went home and came back, but I think those 3 days we never got out of the emotion only, even when we went home. We didn't. I mean, I think it was just, it takes a lot of strength, and I have so much respect for people, and I don't think anybody knows what it would be to be a prisoner of war.
Yeah. I don't think so. There was immense pride in everyone's heart who has watched the movie and whoever I've spoken to. What was Bipasha's reaction? Was she like a proud wife when she watched it, and what was like her initial statement to you?
Firstly, it was like a dream come true to watch it with her. And, sometimes these days it's like both of us go out together at the same time is difficult because of Devi. So normally it's like Papa's in town or somebody. So this time there's like a thing, maybe she won't be able to watch it with me. So, but then one sister came to the rescue again. So we watched it together. That was a dream come true. And she sat next to me. She knew the story, and she cried all the time. And she's in your face person. She'll tell you exactly what it is, the way it is. And she said that she loved my role and she loved the film. And she said I did so well, and she was proud of me. And I was like, that's the truth, because she doesn't lie and stuff. So,
I also, what I like about the two of you is that whenever certain videos come out of the two of you, pap videos or whatever you all post online, it's just very real to see. It's like true love, because trust me, today we don't find that. We don't see that more often. I think everyone around me, including myself, we are just always cribbing that when will we find love, we're not finding love, all of that. Two of my friends are standing there, we all discuss about all of that all the time. But when I look at a pair like you, now people here in Bollywood, for them, Bollywood actors are like God. They will be like,
wow.
No, that is true, They'll be like couple goals and all of that. But with the two of you, I genuinely feel that, because you all have had a journey where at one point Bipasha was, she told the media about how her parents were not agreeing and they were a little against. And then she made them, believe that this is what real love is. And then, of course, Happily Ever After started. But how do you look at this journey? Do you feel, okay, finally I have that my person is here and now we have created like a baby girl?
I'm like in heaven. They say that heaven and hell is a state of mind, and I guess maybe we kind of create our lives in a way because of the choices we make. But there's this one feeling that every human being knows and every human being is searching for or wants in their life or running after it or whatever. And that's like true unconditional love. And I don't know, it's just everything changes, you know. It's it's like one fairy tale where this fairy godmother kind of does toying and everything becomes beautiful. So she's that for me, not fairy godmother, but she's like the reason why I live. I mean, she's my everything. She's my person. She's my everything. I keep telling her that she hates it when I say this, but I tell her, you're my mother, father, brother, sister, daughter, my cousin, everything. You're everything. She's like, can you stop saying that? Like, it's so weird. I was like, weird. I swear, she's like everything to me. So, and now we made one small little edible little marshmallow, and
She truly is a fighter, but she is. I think the tags
Dude.
were so much.
I want to say she has a scar from here to here. You know, that's a huge scar. Like anybody talks about battle scars and they're talking about, oh, my hand got cut in general. I was like, dude,
Yeah, don't even.
go away.
But will we see the magic of yours and Bipasha's together on screen? I heard that you said you were a little intimidated by her.
No, not at all. I'm not intimidated. She just doesn't want to work with me.
She doesn't want to work with you.
No, because she says I can't handle you at work also. So which I don't blame her. I mean, I'm a lot to handle. I'm very emotional, very moody, very all the things you don't want somebody to be. But she's like, at work, I want to be at peace and concentrate on myself. So if you're there, I'll just keep focusing on you. I don't want that. I need to do my own thing. So I don't want to work with you. And that's okay. I cried for a couple of hours, but I'm okay. I understand why. I mean, yeah, I understand why.
No, I hope she changes her mindset and works with
No, she didn't. She's living with me. Why would she change her mind? I'm still a pain, so I don't think so. Let's see. Maybe. Not in the near future, so sure. I mean, I understand.
Yeah. But on that note, thank you so much, Karan, for this conversation. I look forward to watching more of you, as I told you, and more power to you, and give all my love to Devi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Hi, this is Karan Singh Grover, and you're watching me on Galatta, India.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Govi, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere.